Hi guys, it's Mr. The Epic Ninja here. Welcome back to another video. This time it is a trailer breakdown of the new Terraria 1.3 trailer which was just released. Basically, I'm just going to be going through the trailer, pausing it at every scene and working out all the new spoilers. I've watched this trailer about 7 times now, maybe 10. I've downloaded it, so I'll just be pausing it at every single moment. So let's start. Oh, by the way, Yrimir made this trailer and he did an amazing job, so congratulations Yrimir, fantastic stuff. And there's quite a few Hagrid series things, or spoilers. I don't know if there's spoilers in here, so I hope you continue the series. 12 million copies. Alright, first thing is you can place these blocks on trees. Not sure if that's in the game already, honestly, but he might have had to have built up from there. Anyway, that might be a new feature. The next thing I have noticed is the vine ropes, which you can see here. This was previously spoiled, and the new marble blocks. And as you just saw, there was a golden bug net. Okay, so as you can see here, there are a bunch of new things spoiled. Right here, there is a new corruption crate, which you can see, which looks pretty awesome. If there's biome crates for each thing, that's going to be awesome. There's a resprited pot here. Fireplace. I don't know if this is a furnace or a just completely new fireplace. I don't know. Then on the rack we have this new hand weapon thing. I'm not entirely sure what it is. And here these things pop up throughout the entire video. They are like mini... they're like mini storage things that you can place on walls. They're not really chests. They only hold one item. Also, one thing that I only just noticed then is there are chimneys now, which actually puff smoke, which is really awesome. Alright, now here there is a lot of stuff. See, here are the new wall containers. That's what I'm going to call them. I'm going to call them wall containers. We have the marble furniture, resprited leaves that have been painted for the jungle. I believe they have been painted anyway. Here we have furniture. No, it's a crafting table which might craft marble furniture. I don't know. More vine rope. Here's the resprited clothier. Here is the new, I'm going to call it Spartan armor, because it reminds me of the Spartan armor from the Thorium mod. So that looks pretty awesome. This is definitely a player, and he has the new Goldfire wings, because I'm gonna call them Goldfire wings because the armor, when you click on it on the wiki, this is the armor that Senix is always wearing. When you click on it on the wiki, it's called Goldfire armor, so that's what I'm gonna call all of the items in that tier from now on. Also, as you can see here, there is a Medusa's head thing, so this might be a shield that has been placed on a weapon rack, or a trophy for maybe like the poltergeist from the solar eclipse event, I don't know, or just some completely new boss. Anyway, what the clothier is about to do is very interesting. If you have a look, he is defending himself from that bat, and that is something which you will see NPCs do throughout the entire trailer. They have new power-ups and stuff where they can defend themselves or heal themselves or stuff like that. Also, right here there is a new jungle fountain. Alright, here, there's the new alchemy bench, some new fire plants, which for some reason can grow indoors. And you can see here a dyed slime mounts and dyed minion. This was something I actually suggested on the forums, which was dyeing mounts and minions. And what was the other thing? Oh, dyeing mounts, minions, and light, and pets. And the light pets. So that is something you will see throughout the trailer. I do not believe my suggestion directly correlated with the actual implementation of this. Also, another thing you can see here though is the new peace candle, which is something you can make from pink gel, which was added. It was a suggestion on the forums and it was added. So basically how the peace candle works is it decreases enemy spawn rates, the opposite to the water candle. Now, if the crafting recipe is the same as on the forums, it'll pink gel will be dropped from Pinky, and you use that and a water candle to craft the peace candle. Here you can see the new resprited Staff of Regrowth placing moss on stone, which is something that was also suggested on the Terraria forums. And over here there is a new plant, which I don't know what that is. Here, oh my god, this is awesome. You can see the new laser machine gun, which looks to be my favorite new item spoiled so far, besides from one thing that is spoiled later. Here it looks to be that the desert has been revamped and there'll be an underground area now. See, there might be lava or something down there. The player is wearing the Martian vanity set or armor, I'm not sure at the moment, and it's riding some sort of dragon pigron. I don't know what that is. It's a new mount though, so that's pretty awesome. And here we have the Cthulhu event. That's what it has been named so far. However, it seems to be something a bit different when we actually see this spoiled later on. These cultists have already been spoiled, and they have their own vanity set, which is pretty awesome because that looks awesome. Explore and conquer new lands. Here we go. This is the granite biome. So this is a new either mini biome or major biome, I'm not entirely sure, but this is a new granite mob. This is a new NPC, this is not a player. His name appears later. This is all granite block. I think that might be resprouted palladium or a completely new ore, and this looks to be a rich mahogany campfire because you can get new campfires, and that just looks like rich mahogany wood to me. So here is the player wearing new fossil armor or something. I don't know. Maybe it correlates with this ore here, so maybe it's made out of this ore. And it's firing a new spear melee weapon thing. At the moment, I can't tell if this is set end game or start of hard mode. I'm not entirely sure because the weapons aren't doing that much damage. However, if you have a look later, the enemies do a lot of damage to the player. Now, these floating things I know are called granite elementals. And I'll have to read the names of the other ones. Yeah, granite elemental and yeah, something else. Now, here is the new NPC. It's called Mandible Calavera. So, basically, I think this is where you buy all the consumable, throwable items off. Because you see, you would not believe some of the things people throw at me. Want to buy some of it. So maybe those spears and all that, you buy off him. There we go there. And here is the new yo-yo. This is one of several new yo-yos being implemented, which you will see later. Yo-yos look pretty awesome. I'm interested to see how they work. So I'm just going to turn that down a bit. Alright, here is the opposite to the granite biome. This is the new marble biome. Now, I'm not entirely sure if these are hallowed corruption counterparts. I have no idea how they work. But as you can see here, there is a new Medusa mob, which looks pretty awesome. And the new Spartan skeletons, I'm just going to call them, because this looks to be what the Spartan armor is dropped off. Now here you can also see that the underground mine shafts have been completely revamped and they look awesome. They're much bigger and yeah, they seem to have more of a purpose. So as you can see here, I'm not entirely sure if this is start of hard mode or post hard mode, because it looks to be like there is some sort of post hard mode thing, which I'll explain later in the trailer. But as you can see here, the Medusa has turned the player into stone, and there looks to be some sort of new knight pet here, new armor set, and Mothron wings, which looks pretty awesome. So these things have just thrown a javelin, so which is like Spartans. And these are new throwing bouncy knife things, which Hero has spoiled in a previous spoiler, I believe, and they look pretty awesome. The damage makes me believe it's the start of hard mode, but I'm not entirely sure at the moment. Also, there is a new Crimson Ichor sword. I'm going to call it a flesh sword or something. Yeah, it definitely is some sort of flesh sword, and it shoots out Ichor, which is pretty awesome. Here is a new... I don't even know what this is. I'm going to say this is Hallowed Desert Biome, because if you have a look here... The underground hallowed desert biome, because if you have a look here, these monsters look very desert-ish. I mean, you have a gorgon, you have a scorpion, you have a sandworm, and this looks to be like pearl sand here. These might be ore deposits or underground, or I don't know, sand, stuff like that. But the background looks to be like the sandy background that was shown earlier in the spoiler, mixed with the new hallowed things. Now, if you have a look in the... also, these look like desert hallow ghosts, I don't know. Oh, and I believe this will be hard mode. So if you have a look here, there is sand and there is hallowed pearl sand. So I definitely have a feeling that this is an underground desert biome, completely revamped. As you can see here, it is the Hagrid character. There is an optic staff, there is the Tempest staff and the Hornet, and a new cloud in a bottle, or a cloud in a balloon, some sort of new balloon, which is pretty awesome. So this block, I believe, is what will make up the underground desert. Just had a name come up then, sand something. Here is some new ore, desert ore. Oh, there's slime stuff there. Everyone's favorite. And as you can see, it's shooting this new weapon thing, which was spoiled in the Biomes Revenge spoiler. It's like this throwing disc thing. I don't know how to describe it really, but it looks really awesome. You can see it in use here. And you can see this other minion going from place to place. If I replay that clip, yeah, it looks like a spiky thing. I have a feeling it might be a drop from Deadly Spheres or something. I don't know. This is all 100% speculation. See this? Yes, this is it here. It'll be a drop from the Deadly Spheres. I'm almost certain about it. And it looks to be a pretty powerful minion too, with the damage that it does, and it sticks to enemies going whack, 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 whack. So from this, I can almost guarantee that it'll be that'll be underground desert biome, and that. Also, there is this cloud here that follows them around, so I believe that is another minion. Yep, that thing there. I don't know. This is all speculation, guys. I'm not a beta tester or anything. But this is definitely underground hallow, so yeah. See, it's a bouncy one. It might be a pet. This is awesome. Oh my god, this is the new Pirate Invasion, completely revamped. This is the new pirate ship boss, which you will see the trophy for later. There we go. There's the trophy for it, I believe. And this is the Pirate Invasion completely revamped. As you can see here, this pirate ship floats above the player, drops bombs and spawns pirates from the player. Now this is the player here. Here is the new desert back walls, which you can see are hallowed in the previous thing. Here are the new containers, I'm going to call them, wall containers. And the player is throwing some potions that deal damage. Here is the revamped Solar Eclipse, and it is awesome. If you have a look here, there is a new spear. The name is shown a bit later. Here is the new Hellfire Yo-Yo. Here is the new Eye of Cthulhu shield, which has been spoiled in a tiny teaser before. Number 3 is the new Terrarium Yo-Yo, or it's called the Terrarian. You see it in an achievement at the very end. It's called Throw the Terrarian, and it's Throw the Terrarian Yo-Yo. Here are all the new stats, which you can see, and it has all this important stuff. It shows the enemy you're attacking, the amount of enemies nearby, amount of rare creatures and chests nearby, your fishing power, what type of moon it is, whether the sky is clear or rainy, what the time is, and the amount of damage per second you are doing. So 1000 damage per second is pretty awesome. I don't believe it's just yo-yos being used right now. I think there are some other summoner gear items. Here is, I think that's Goldfire armor with Yrimir's crown and the Goldfire wings. Not entirely sure though. I think there might be someone using a Chlorophyte claymore or saber based on these cloud puffs. And I believe all of this goes into, you can combine it all and it goes in the equipment slots. Alright, here is Mothron. You saw the wings earlier. Here's a new brick dungeon thing. It looks to be some sort of hell magma items. I don't know, it looks cool, but you see it used up here as well. So this looks very, very nice. Here are the new solar eclipse enemies. Honestly, I thought Mothron would be much bigger, but it'd be different, but it looks to be a pretty challenging enemy with 6,000 HP. Now, if you have a look in a second, here. The new spear is called the Daybreak. It looks to be similar to the North Pole. And you can see there is a new, Yrimir has just, I believe this is Yrimir in this shot, has just healed up 250 health with a super health potion. That's what I'm going to call it. The next shot is of the Goblin army, and as you can see here, we have the Dryad using her amazing new ability to shoot leaves and stuff at the goblins. Also, there is a guy riding a unicorn mount. There are new goblins incoming. This one has a rocket booster, and the player is using the Shadow Flame Hexdoll to take out the goblins, which didn't look that amazing in the previous spoiler, but now it looks pretty cool. So here we go, Goblin army cleared. Number. There is also, I think this might be Living Flame Dye on the bunny. Not entirely sure about that though. Also, you can see the Dryad has low HP, but I have a feeling these NPCs will have a pretty big role in defense. Here you can see another magic weapon being used, and it explodes on impact, and the new Unicorn Mountain, this armor, which I'm going to call Solar Fire armor, not entirely sure. Here is Martian Madness. This is the new event. You can see the Dryad using her special ability. You can see the pet or minion spawning thing, which was used earlier, bouncing around. You can see, it's in the container there, by the way. And you can see the new potion sprites in the inventory, a new brain looking thing. This is Martian conduct plating. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it. These are Tesla turrets, Geiger Zapper, tripods. And here is the boss, the Martian UFO. The player is using the Biomes sword, which is getting crits of 500 and 400. And the person here is in the drill mount, which is using the laser machine gun, which is getting hits of about 40 to 60, 100, stuff like that. Really powerful looking weapon, but it will be difficult as it chews through the mana so quickly. Expert mode. Here we go. So here's the player using the bee's knees, and it's just regular arrows that's being used at the moment. However, in Chippy Gaming, spoiler, the arrows that it shoots are 6 bees at once, so I'm not sure if it'll only convert wooden arrows into bee arrows. I'm not sure how that works, but this new Eye of Cthulhu looks pretty menacing as it goes rah 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 rah. And here's the Dryad using her new ability, and here's Skeletron in expert mode. As you can see here, the nurse has just taken 77 damage from Skeletron, and there's a new balloon, by the way. And the Spartan armor. But with her new ability, she's healing herself back up, which is a pretty awesome ability. Here we have Expert Mode, Eater of Worlds, which looks to be pretty big. The player is using Bouncy Dynamite, which is another item used from Pink Gel. It has the dyed slime mount and is using the bee's knees. Here. Oh my god, this weapon, the Phantasm, this thing looks sick. I think it's going to be a drop from one of the 4 invasions from the Solar Pillar, which you will see later in the spoiler, or from Martian Madness event, but it shoots like 20 arrows at once or something, which is definitely what you're going to need against this new Duke Fishron. This Duke Fishron looks crazy. It teleports everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Here you can also see these things are along the ground, which you see in previous spoilers. Here's the new ranged armor, Martian pet, and the new, some Fishron drops, including a treasure bag, which is from Expert Mode. Here is the Ancient Evil. So here is the Cultist floating up, and here is the new Solar Pillar boss, which looks awesome. So this is my speculation on how this thing works. After you've done all your stuff, your Frost Moons, your Duke Fishron, your Golem, stuff like that, outside the dungeon, that Cultist or Solar Pillar thing will spawn, and you're gonna have to do something, and you can break that Solar Pillar spawner thing, and then this will happen. And they're based on the... No, anyway, I'll just... No, okay. The Solar Pillar here forms in 3 or 4 different ways. Yrimir has only shown 3 of them throughout this. Don't worry, I'll go over all the weapons and everything later. But he's only shown 3 of them. However, I believe there is 4 forms, 1 for each class. So there's the Goldfire for melee, the Alien one for ranged, which was shown in the previous spoiler, and the character up here is using it. There's the Mana Armor shown later, and a Summoner Armor, which is also shown in on the cover. And so basically how this works is there'll be different drops for different things, and you'll have to defeat all 4 events to pass on to the next stage. Maybe granite and stuff will spawn after that. I have no idea. But here you can see the melee solar one, and these awesome new enemies, and the new Goldfire set, solar eruption, and the new Goldfire wings. Maybe this is solar armor, I don't know. So anyway, I'll go back to when the thing was shown, and we'll see how it goes. Here we go. Alright, so here is the Solar Pillar. As you can see, the boss has the casing around it, so I don't know how much HP it actually has. I don't think you can do damage to it either. So here's the different forms of it, and here is... I don't think these are aliens, honestly. I believe these are something else. This is for the ranged version. And here is the moon, which we saw in a previous spoiler, the one from a week ago. So these are the new Wasp alien. I'm not going to call them aliens, but they look cool. Like, look at the sprite on that thing. So here is the new endgame flail, the Solar Eruption. There looks to be a new potion in use here, which is providing this buff. Here is the Peace Candle buff. Here is the... This is the spear used before. I think it's called Daybreak or something. So I have a feeling this armor might actually be called Solar Armor. This flail is powerful. This is no just a re-sprited Sun Fury. This is way more powerful. And this is definitely endgame, because all the enemies, if you have a look, it briefly mouses over some of them, and they all have about 1,500 hit points each, which is pretty crazy. Here is the upgraded Star Fury, called the Star Wrath. Oh, each star is doing crits of 190 and 400 damage. Oh my god, this thing is OP. So after that, just calms down a bit. Loads of new features and items. Here we have the Ankh Charm. Why is there 6 accessory slots? I just realized there's another accessory slot. Hey, I didn't realize that before. Except this one. Wow. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So they have a 6th accessory slot now. I didn't realize that. Anyway, so we have the Fire Gauntlet, Pygmy Necklace, some new item here which I'm not entirely sure about. Lightning Boots, the Goldfire Wings, I'm going to call them, and Ankh Charm. Now, here are all the boss trophies. Here's the pirate one, and here looks to be the alien one of some sort. All the rest are already trophies that are in the game. Here is the new mage armor. It looks pretty cool. This I believe this is mage. It might actually be summoner. However, this is definitely melee. And here is the new dye, a bunch of new dyes which look pretty awesome. This is you can see the equipment. Here is the light source, which looks pretty awesome. Here is the fish pet. Here is the minecart. Here is the grappling hook, which looks like some sort of eater grappling hook. However, it's pretty useful and awesome. And here is the mount, which is a Duke Fishron mount. It's not... Oh, wait, I'll go back. Sorry. That's not your standard scaly truffle. That is a crazy Duke Fishron mount, which is pretty awesome. Here is the camera mode being shown off. This is on Yuri's normal world, I believe, based on the truffle biome on the dungeon, which he used in 1.2. This is already stuff shown off. There's some new chests there. Looks cool. New resprited sunflower and the portal gun. Yes, that's right. The portal gun. There we go. So here's Redigit's cameo, and he lands in the dungeon and gets absolutely wrecked by the dungeon guardian. And that's a pretty awesome ending there, guys. So Terraria 1.3 is less than a week away now. I actually believe there was a couple of things I missed earlier throughout the trailer. Oh yeah, there was the grappling hook in the solar eclipse. It pushes the character away instead of... Oops, where is it? It's... There we go. If you have a look here, this grappling hook, it gets pushed away. It's a completely different mechanic to the usual one. Anyway, so that's also that well-fed buff goes for nearly 30 minutes. Anyway, I'll just leave it there. Thanks for watching this video, guys. This has been a very, very detailed breakdown. If there's anything else you noticed in the trailer, make sure to leave it in the comment section. Sorry, this was pretty unprofessional, but what can you do? Well, actually, no, I could have made it more professional. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. 1.3 hype. Choo, choo, choo. All aboard the hype train. And I'll see you all next time.